What up, gamers? DFox here. Yes, players are leaving the game. Some of them are stopping, some of them are taking a break till the game cook a little bit more. Some of them are just leaving and probably they will come back. I don't know. Let's see what's up. But PoE 2 is losing some player base, and that, well, most of the part is because of the end game. Most of the players right now, they already have time enough to come to an end game, and a lot of topics are making the players go away. um as you guys know, I'm new to the PoE, so this is like a completely new casual, not casual because I have a lot of hours, but a new perspective, a new player into the game as well. I'm new to doing YouTube videos. So I did a list with the topics that I find that are the most annoying to me. One of them, we're gonna start with the gameplay. One of them is like the one shot dead out of sight. So when you are running to a map and you just die and you don't even realize where they come from. And that is really annoying. One thing is like you having a gameplay that is challenging and you need to roll and need to fight somehow. Other is just you die from nowhere. Another one is Delirium spawn on feet. So when you are playing a Delirium map and suddenly the mobs spawn on your feet and you die from corner earth without even realizing. Although I do have another one to put here, and is the breach. In some maps, I don't know, probably it's the odd fixes like more packs, and it affects the breaches as well. In some maps, like when you activate the breach, you just die because there are so many mobs stopping you with a stun threshold or any other mechanic that stop your character, and you don't have you cannot go anywhere. You are just cornered into a, like, I don't know, the corner into the map, and you just die instantly, or you try to survive but you die. And that is not. I know that breach is like one of the end game right now, and is nothing much you can do. Although I don't think it's really fun, or like it's not fun for me. Like I want to do breach and I want to to farm to get my breach stones. Although it's not fun if I die just cornered and I can barely move my character. Okay, I don't find fun, and I don't even think that is going to be a good mechanic for the game, and people will continue play if he continues like that. Um, another topic that I have in my list is a stun threshold. So in every single build, you do have nodes that you can apply, and you have stun threshold that is going to give you like shield in stun threshold, and it's going to help you with a little bit with the stun. Although it's not it's not the it's not 100%. Most of the times, if you are hit by two or three mobs that have stun, your character will get like these little breaks, and it's not even about the little breaks. You cannot cast as well. So even if you try to get away or do more damage to stop the game, the mechanic from the mob, and try to get away to save yourself, most of the times, if you are not playing, at least with Stormwave, that is my experience. Most of the times, if you are not far away enough, you're going to die like instantly. That is another mechanic that I would like to see GGG doing something about it. Like, not completely removing, because I do believe that the game should have like a little bit of challenge into the stun, but although not like so hardcore as it is right now. Uh, into the gameplay, even into the game, like continue the gameplay list. I do have one death out of map. That was the thing that we were talking about. That you can die one shot at without knowing what the shot comes, and that is annoying. The next topic I want to talk about with you is structures. What I mean structures is right now when you come to the end game, and I'm gonna start with the waystones because I do believe this is a huge, huge, huge problem. So when you start endgame, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, that is not that bad because you have the vendor there and you can do something about it. Even if you are wasting gold that you take a lot of hours to farm, you can do something about it. But when you go like tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, even with the points on the Atlas, the keystones, they don't drop that much. They don't drop that often. And I do believe that is a really big problem. Because you are completing the maps that the game's supposed to give you, but you are not receiving the stones to continue the progression. So most of the times you need to go back, farm the old maps again, and waiting that is going to drop you more low tier maps so you can go to the reforge them into high tier maps, and pray that is going to drop you more tier maps, more keystones of your own level. And I do like, for me, let me tell you something. For me, I do believe this is one of the most annoying mechanics, one of the biggest issues that the game has right now is the keystone problem. It's not even the gear drop. Gear drop is a problem as well, but the keystone problem is huge for me. So, and the way that you should solve this issue is, um, every time that you complete a map from your own rank, it should give you a map from your own rank. So if you are 14 and you complete a 14 in the last rare monster or in the last boss, it should drop you a keystone, a 14 keystone. If you die, is a penalty that you give, that okay, you lose the map and you lose your next map, so we need to do it again. But although we already have like a lot of little punishments, but at least in this way you would have the possibility, okay, if I play well, I will be received at least. Okay. So the next topic that I want to talk about, is the breach and the trials. So right now, in the end game, what you have to farm is breach and trials. Trial of Sekamas or Trial of Chaos. In this case, breaches, and breach is really complicated because if you die, you lose the map, you lose the key, and you lose the breaches. So you need to or farm your keystone again and go back and try another breach, or just go to Trial of Chaos and try to use your genes and your ultimatums and try to farm gear or try to farm currency. Because to be honest with you, the gear is like, gear is complicated because some of most of the times you need a type of item that, like a type of stats on the item that you don't have when you drop, so we need to craft it. So is another big issue. So the farm end game is all about the currency. It's not even about the gear himself. It's about the currency, so you can craft the gear, or you can trade the currency in the PoE trade, in the site. So another one that I have here is the XP punishment and the progression to new players. Like the progression to new players is really let's talk about this one first. The progression of the new players is really complicated. I know that when I started to play the game, when I started like PoE 2, because I just started in PoE 2, I knew already that PoE 2 is a really high demand game. Okay, I come from World of Warcraft with 20 years, and I knew that PoE 2 is way harder and way high demand than World of Warcraft. Um, but I don't see right now, like coming to the end game, I don't see, or the ways that you have to farm the end game. I don't see how you can retain the player base, the casual player base, because it's complicated. It's really complicated. Like from the waystones, from the gear, from the crafting, from the trade, from the know-how. The amount of experience that you need to have in order to complete or in order to progress into the game is really high. It's like really, really high. I do have like friends of mine that they play PoE 1 a lot, and they are helping me a lot. A lot. Like and not like boosting me, but like giving me the know-how, because you had a lot of things to know about the game. And I know that like I know in other games you need to have it as well, but the barrier, the wall for you to finish other games or finish PoE 2 is completely different, or like progressing in other games or progressing in PoE 2 is completely out of the sky. Is way higher in PoE 2. So I do think that players are getting like intimidated when it comes like to the end game, and they say, okay, I finished the campaign, the game was good, was $27, it pays my entertainment for sure. So I will just like get out and play another thing. And the last one that I have in structures is the XP punishment. So you don't notice I am like 88 right now. You don't notice that much when you are like below 70 or below 80, even 80. You don't know, like you are just thinking about like doing other things and just like going into the maps and clearing. So you don't really notice that much. But when you start like 83, 82, 84, every time that you die, you see like a big bunch of XP going out, and you know that you sweat a lot to have that XP, because you needed to go from 15s and 15s with 6 fixes and delete him and breaches. And in order for you not to die, you need to click on that space button a lot. And every time that you die is hard. It is wow, is painful. Uh, and even here in the structures, and even in the topic of the structures, I would like to see like a more easy approach for new players. When I mean like easy approach, I mean uh somehow that the players can like information. It's not even about like give them the skill or like lowering the bar in the game. Is like passing by information. So every time that a player needs information, it needs to go in the third side party in order to get that information, even with trading. So what I would like to see is like GGG somehow giving know-how to the players and give them like a guideline. I don't think the game has like a tremendous guideline that can help you, giving you like I don't know, like a pointed up structure that can you can focus the end game more. So passing by to the economy and currency. Economy, currency, trade gear, and crafting. So the currency right now is completely destroyed. What I mean, the currency is destroyed. Like one divine, the price of one divine is like 70 to 8 exalted. When you reach level, what, I don't know, 83 or 84, when you start 83 for me, when you start clearing 15s, 115 with 2 3 fixes, probably, I mean probably, will drop you 1 exalted. So the only way that you can do more exalted is going back to alpha in this case and buy some items and try to craft them and try to sell them into a site so we can have currency that you can continue our progression. I do feel that okay, is the mechanic or the structure around the economy and the currency is interesting. Is fine, although you should not gatekeep all the players by a third site in order to progress his own game. I don't think is like a good idea at all that your progression is completely attached to a third party. Otherwise, other way you cannot progress into your own game or the game that you are playing. You should play the game. You should more. You should be more. You should be more worry about playing the game and clearing maps than going to third party in order to get an item or two, go back to the game, and figure it out again, all the things that we were talking about till now. So what I mean is like the waystones, the farming, the breaches, the all the things that you were like all the progress that you did because you just like destroyed 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 waystones. You should figure it out all of that back again in order to go to the same spot that you were so you can clear the maps again. Or you just can go into the site again and buy more waystone. So it's all about going into the site and it's all about crafting in the end game. Because otherwise, for like new and casual players, it's going to be really hard. So I don't know. My idea is like I do enjoy the game. I do think the game is amazing. I do think I'm having the time of my life playing PoE 2. I'm compared to WoW is 200% better in the state I'm living right now. But I would like to see the game trade like getting better in the thing or two. I don't think it's that really complicated, and I think like it's a common opinion among all of us. But you tell me. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys see the video, drop a like, drop a sub, comment what you think about in the comment section, and I see you guys in the next one.